Hey everybody, ELP Modelling here, and today we have the wonderful Fujimi Ferrari F430 Scuderia. Now I'll start off by showing you your decals. You of course get these Scuderia stripes, F430 plates and one JDM plate. Dials of course, plenty of Ferrari ones for the dash, seats, body, pretty much everywhere. There are Ferrari decals everywhere on this. But yeah, it's a nice touch that you get to do whatever JDM plates you want as well. So that's nice. Would have been nice to get two, but it would ruin the front end of that Ferrari anyway. Right, let's see exactly what is in this kit. Now, I've been after one of these for so long, and I've finally got myself one. And I'm dying to start it. I wanted to share it with you guys first. Now, instructions, there is a link in the description. And your clear parts, which are very clear as well. No markings on them either, which is nice. Makes a change as well. Windows, and your front lights, rear sort of screen area, and your rear glass area. Some of these, two of these aren't used, but everything else is used in this kit, which is nice. Side repeaters, and then these are for the rear engine cover. And you've got a couple of other little bits and pieces there as well. Right, I'll show you your body first, because I'm sure you're all dying to see this. Now, this is immaculate. It really is fantastic. The proportions are perfect. No huge mould lines. I'm just having a quick look while I talk to you about this, but there isn't any huge mould lines as such. No, I'm sure there is mould lines. We'll take a closer look properly. Ah, there we go. There's some on the back there, but they really are very faint. And just on the front there as well. Just be careful not to ruin the shape of the car when you do it. Now, there's the front of your car. I don't know what all these bits are, but there is the front of it. You of course get headlight backings and then the glass that goes on the top. Separate vents that go in there as well. All moulded in apart from these side bits, so the side air intakes. But it really is lovely. A-pillars are nice and strong. It's nice strong plastic, but it's not too thick either. And then you've got your rear there. Plenty of options. There's a lot of separate parts as well. So you can carbon it, go black, different colours, whatever. The choice is yours on that. But that is immaculate. That is very, very nice indeed. And I will show you now your wheels that come with it. They're of course staggered, wider at the back than at the front, and look at those. For once Fujimi has got the tyre and wheel ratio perfect. It looks spot on. There's a little bit of flash on that tyre as you can see, but most kits have a bit of flash now, don't they, with the tyres. Now, if I do it like that, it's going to be quite hard to show you actually, even on the back. There we go. If we do it like that, you'll see how they sit. And they look pretty much perfect. And these build very nicely as well. I've seen some built and they look immaculate. They're fantastic. But yeah, there you have it. Now on to the long list of sprues. Now, here are your side pieces that of course go on the body. I'd recommend fitting those if you're going to paint a metallic colour. If you're doing a solid colour, then get it as close to the body when you paint them as possible. That is entirely up to you, of course. You have got your side vents there for the front bumper. And of course those beautiful wing mirrors, which look very difficult to attach. There's not a lot of surface area, and just looking at the body, there are small indents. So I would advise drilling some really small holes in there and getting some very, very thin rod to go in there. Now, here's your rear engine area. Now this is a little bit of a sore subject with the engine, in the sense that you get a small bottom bit, the block. This then goes on top, and then you get the air intakes on top of that. So it's not hugely detailed, but there is room for improvement on there. You've got your rear wheel arches and a few other little suspension pieces, and there's your rear, I'd say air intake, but you know what I mean. It's obviously not, it's meshed, but I would probably drill that out, take the time, because it's not a difficult shape either, so you could drill that out, tidy it up and then put a bit of mesh in there yourself. Here we go, here is the engine. You've got the block there, this goes onto the chassis, that on top of that, and then that on top of it all. But it does look good once it's all done. You've got the small roll cage there, engine covers, mesh little bits as well for the front bumper. That goes on the boot, so to speak, the engine piece. And then we have, what are they? Flip these over. There we go. Ah, of course, they are your headlights. Headlight backings. Now very nice indeed. You've got the front wipers as well. And what is left on this sprue? Nothing, I don't think. No, that is it on that one. Now, chassis time, which is attached to a sprue. I said chassis and then picked up the interior, but here we go. That is, of course, the boring end of the chassis, which you'll never see. But here it is in all of its diffuser glory. Look at that. I'm a huge fan of the Scuderia F430. Not a huge Ferrari man, but there are a couple that really do it for me. Lower arms are solid. They could probably do with being drilled out. That's a bit of a letdown really, because the chassis is fantastic. There's no mould issues on there at all. But not to worry. There is, however, a really neat feature on this kit, in the sense that the brakes, or the discs of the brakes, turn on their own and the calipers stay where they are. Very similar to the Aoshima GTR. You've got the pegs there, and I believe they're brake pads. Yes, they are. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but they are brake pads. But you've got the calipers there, the huge ones, look, for the front. And you've got some little spacer looking things as well. And there's the front calipers as well. You've got the European size number plate, and then some more suspension parts, arms. Now, what I promised you after this, of course, is your interior. Now, I say the interior is quite bare on these cars. They are, but they're not. They are very driver focused, of course. There you have it. A little bit of the centre console, but apart from that, everything is separate. You've got the mesh of the metal moulded in as well, which is nice. Front wheel arches, nothing spectacular. And I'll show you the back of the seats while we're at this side. And there you have it. They don't come with backs, however there is only one slight mould mark there that will just need filling and then sanding, but nothing major. So far this is looking to be a very good kit. Now here we of course have your steering wheel, nicely detailed again. There is a Ferrari decal that goes on there, but that is it. That's the only decal that goes on that. You then have the steering column, the shroud for the dials, and then your door cards with a little bit of mesh in there. That's pretty cool. You've got the paddle shifters, rear view mirror, and then your handbrake. And then those bits go on the side of the seats, which is very cool. Model kit makers, take note. Those little extra detail bits look fantastic. Now your dash. Let's have a look. That is nice, very nice. There's a lot of detail sets you can get for this, especially the air vents as well. And you can go crazy with that. It does look fantastic. Now there are only two sprues left to show you guys. We have lots of mesh pieces, and then your exhaust area, which I'll probably do carbon fibre. I just think it'd look great in carbon fibre. And a few more mesh bits as well for the bumpers and whatnot. And your final one, I do apologise, there is a rod and a set of polycaps in the box. We all know what they look like, and that's obviously how they attach the rear wheels. Here is your final piece. Muffler parts of the exhaust, pedals, wing mirror inserts, and that looks like the dead pedal. There, and no idea what these are for, but I would have said the lights, but they've got 4 at the back, but we'll soon see. But yeah, that is it guys. I think Fujimi have outdone themselves really. I'm surprised this isn't an Aoshima kit or a Tamiya one. I'm not hating on Fujimi, but they've really stepped their game up with this kit. It looks phenomenal. There's a lovely texture on the seats, so many separate parts, which is nice. It cuts the masking time down, and it can improve the overall finish completely. A couple of bits that probably should have been not moulded in mesh, if you know what I mean, like that rear piece. That would have been nice if it was separate, but again, it's not a difficult thing to do. Take your time drilling it out, file it out, and then sand it, and you're good to go. A little bit of mesh behind, there's plenty of plastic left on there for you to attach it, and of course you're good to go. But let me know what you think, guys. If you've built one, if there's anything to watch out for, let us all know. It helps out the community loads. And don't forget to like, subscribe, of course leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the unboxing of the kit, whether you plan on getting one. I highly recommend it. I'm looking forward to getting started on this soon. And that's it. I'll see you guys on Instagram, and of course the up and coming videos. Instagram at ELP_modelling. Take it easy, guys. Bye bye.